Welcome back, viewers. This is our episode number 52.
Two. Yeah.
So, as usual, on popular demand, we are back with our X440 and Harley Davidson series and our series about bikes.
My God, we are so addicted to this bike. I think Ashwin, you should also get one.
Soon.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. We will get. And why are we talking so much about this bike, and why are we talking so much about Harley Davidson? Because as marketeers, we are super impressed with their entire strategy, and all. You guys know that we follow anyone who has a good marketing strategy, be it Narendra Modi,
Yes.
uh, be it Harley Davidson, be it Royal Enfield. We love good marketing strategies, and
Yeah.
that is what we are here to dissect and discern about, and specifically about Ride India. Now you guys must be wondering what is Ride India. So
What is
Anmol,
this new name? Nobody
new
knows
name,
about it.
and we'll talk about X440s as a brand that is being lifted by Harley in India, and what is the role of Ride India and in promoting Harley Davidson bikes and its community in India. So
Right.
Anmol, I'll let you begin here because you are experiencing good, the bad, and the ugly about Harley Davidson firsthand. So why don't
Yes.
you begin with explaining us what is Ride India first of all?
First of all, I will explain how the system works. That
Hmm.
is very necessary for everyone to understand. And before that, there is one really good announcement for everyone who is an Harley enthusiast and as well as for you, Ashwin.
Hmm.
So when I was in Ladakh, I never mentioned this on podcast
Hmm.
because this is an announcement that that needs to get on news. Nightster 440 is coming this year.
Okay,
First
so
thing.
that's what I buy.
Second
No.
announcement. Yes, second announcement. A 900cc made in India Harley Davidson is coming.
Okay, that is what I buy.
Yeah. So these are the two major announcements that I needed my hair for. Now getting back to the topic.
Hmm.
So how the system works is that this is the Harley Davidson brand.
Hmm.
Then comes down the Ride India team. And then comes down all the dealerships.
Hmm.
And then comes down all the 22 chapters and then the satellite chapters.
Hmm.
So that's how
So
the
explain
system
us
works. It's like a
why this
pyramid.
pyramid.
Yeah. So why this pyramid? Number one, Harley Davidson brand. They are the brand who decide everything that happens in India. Now they need something to communicate with all of these dealerships that are present across India. And considering that the new segment that they have launched X440, it goes through Hero as well.
Hmm.
So they have a very vast network. Now someone needs to handle it because Harley Davidson, they are, still the dealerships. If I tell, they are in the mindset that, oh, we sell two bikes a month and everything is sorted. But now X440 is a mass product. It is competing with Royal Enfields of the world and the heroes of the world. Of course, Maverick is also there in competition. Though Hero has made it, but Maverick is also there in competition. But my personal thing, I have not seen a single Maverick on road. I see only X440s.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So now, talking about the things about this bike and this pyramid. So firstly, brand, then Ride India. Now, Ride India manages your memberships. If you are a HOG member and your chapter is not renewing it or giving you pain, just contact Ride India.
Hmm.
If your bike, which is X440, facing issues with service, contact Ride India.
Hmm.
If you are having any issues with your bike or you have any suggestions,
Hmm.
so for the suggestions box as well, Ride India is there. In my lifetime,
And
first
doesn't
time.
Ride India also govern all the HOG groups,
Yes,
the
right. Every
official
hog
HOG groups that have
member,
been formed everywhere?
every chapter comes under Ride India. Harley brand is taking care of the basically the brainy thing.
Hmm.
What brains they need to put on to market Expo 40, market or build great product.
Hmm.
Whereas Ride India is the one who is taking care of the riding community
Hmm.
of all the bikers that are present. So it's not like that Harley Davidson is interfering everywhere, but they have delegated this to Ride India, and Ride India is doing it. And what I got to know from one of the insiders is that Ride India was started by one of the HOG members itself. because he saw that there is a place where he could start his
So
business.
it is a
So
private
another thing,
entity.
yes, it is a private entity started by a hog member only.
Okay.
But that hog member got really in depth and he found his blue ocean.
Hmm.
So again, coming back to the topic,
Hmm.
then there are dealerships who sell you the bikes, who service them, who educate you about them, who manages the rate, and then comes your chapters under the dealerships.
Hmm.
So your chapters are basically where the dealership's chapter manager appoints the directors, the treasurers, the associate directors, the activity officers, photography officers, membership officers. Like there are plenty of roles. I think I have the Hawk charter with me. So Ashwin, they call it the Hawk charter.
Hmm.
So you have to abide by these rules, else you are fired of the riding group. So this is the Hawk charter.
Hmm.
This is that riding mantra that you need to follow. So it looks like this is of 2023. I think it looks sexy as well.
Hmm.
And then here comes the theory part that you as a hog member need to read it, or an officer, and it gives you anything and everything. Like it tells you if as a hog member what are the things that you get, what are your responsibilities as a hog member, or if the chapter can fire you or not. And as a hog officer, so what an officer can do, this booklet mentions it all. The
Hmm.
different kind of roles, the different kind of badges, you can see the different kind of badges that are there. So I especially got this out of my kitty from for this podcast. Then trademarks, where you can use the trademark, where you cannot use it. So every hog member has to read it, and when you get this hog membership, you have to agree to the terms and condition as per this charter.
Hmm.
If I don't follow this charter tomorrow, Ride India can fire me because it's like a totally biking group. How it is, you want to become an outlaw, you can become, but you have to follow this. If you
Hmm.
don't follow this, you're out of the cult. So that is a
Right.
thing that Ride India has made. Good job to the guys.
Hmm.
Now talking about the deal after the dealerships, when there is the chapter.
Hmm.
So for me, it is the Foothills Harley Davidson dealership that is managing, and inside of that there is this FSD Hog Officers Community, in which there is a director, there is a treasurer,
Hmm.
there is an activity officer.
Hmm.
I am the photography officer, and as in Uttarakhand, we have two major regions, Kumaon and Garhwal. So there are two separate things that are there.
Hmm.
Everything goes through chapter manager to the to deal to the brand. So that is how the system generally works
Right.
for the audience who needed to understand this.
So
Yeah.
no, I mean now. So let's come down to your Ladakh ride as well. So that was also organized by Ride India only, right?
Idea was given by the HD brand team. Then Ride India did the management.
Basically, Ride India is like an event manager for Harley.
Yeah, it is. They are an event manager. They are the membership managers, and they are the customer
Brand
service managers.
activation.
Yes, totally,
So
totally. And I will tell you one thing. First time I got in touch with Ride India was when I went to the first Destination X, when I went to that Westin Sona. So
mhm.
it was done by Reddit, and I was really confused first time. Like I thought it is a scam that is happening with me, because
Right.
how come you think you participate in a contest where 30,000 X440 owners are there, and out of which 3,000 participated, and you got selected. So
Correct.
that's where I thought that Ride India is a scam. But now, as I have been into this community since November 8th, and I have seen the depths of it,
Mm.
floated through all the things that has happened, all the positives, negatives. So I understand that Right India plays a key role between the communication of the dealership and the
So,
client.
in a nutshell, Ride India is a marketing and brand activation agency
Yes.
disguised as a motorcycling club.
Yeah, they are basically kind of the presidents of the right clubs.
Mm, mm,
I
mm,
will
mm.
say, because they take care of a lot of things, and I have been through a personal instance. I will share that as well,
Right,
because many people, I was talking to the community today only when we discussed that we will have this podcast.
mm,
So they also told me the same, that Ride India helped them to get what they wanted with the bike, whereas the
right.
dealership was not agreeing. But Ride India is always there to help you. So they are
Okay.
the club's president.
So, why don't you give a little bit of example how Ride India has helped you out and where you were facing issues with your dealership and you
Yeah,
know,
why not? I will
the
give the whole
I mean,
insight.
you could highlight certain points and without taking
Yes,
names,
yes, yes.
of
I will
course.
highlight certain points and give you the insight into the
Hmm.
event. So on 8th of June,
Hmm.
I was in Kelong with the Harley brand India team, and we were discussing that our bike has one plastic part. I think I can show you that as well. I took out the picture specifically for this podcast. So let me share my screen. Just give me a second. So is my screen visible?
Hmm. Hmm, hmm.
So this part that you are seeing here is of plastic,
Okay.
and this part is inside of engine. This part basically helps take the engine oil to the pistons.
Hmm. Strange.
So this, so
Plastic
this
part
thing,
in the
yeah,
engine.
exactly, plastic part. That is the question. So this part is the one thing that I was telling you, Ashwin, that my bike keeps on when I cold start it, it keeps on stopping. So this was the
Hmm.
part that was the major issue. Of course, you know the bike pricing, you know the bike segment which is it is competing in, and considering it is a Harley Davidson, it has to be expensive.
Hmm.
But considering Hero has made it so, somewhere things have been cut down initially. Now under warranty, all these this part is exactly known as gear pulley something,
Hmm.
gear oil driver pulley. This is
Okay.
the, I think, the exact name of the part. So these are replaced under warranty. Now
Hmm.
on 8th in Kelong, brand team told us that the metal pulley has come, we have already told, and it will be replaced under warranty. We will call all the bikes,
Hmm.
and it has to be replaced.
So
Now being a
basically that part was recalled by the company and it has been
yes, yes, yes,
replaced
yes,
free of charge.
exactly. And now as a customer I knew this,
Hmm.
as a customer I knew this. But as soon as I came to Dehradun, gave my bike to service, it came to me as a surprise the day I went to pay the bill.
Hmm.
They charged me 820 point something rupees just for this part.
Hmm.
First of all, this part does not cost this much. I won't know. I won't name the person because now I know a lot of people
Hmm.
in the top management of the Harley Davidson team
Hmm.
from different divisions. So I won't name the person because it won't be right on my part. But he told me this part does not. First of all, this part does not cost this much. Second of all, there is a clear guideline given to all the dealerships
Hmm.
that you have to replace this part for free.
Hmm.
But and then the third thing is that I take bills of everything. You know
Hmm.
how I am. I want bill of every single thing that I do, every
Hmm.
transaction.
Hmm.
So that is my good habit here. That was that I was able to do a lot of things, and Right India was able to help me. So I paid the bill of 5,000 rupees on my third service. Third service is expensive. I knew it would somewhere reach around to 3,000 for I think 7 to 800 something. I bought a few accessories for the bike, like there is a silencer coat I bought, helmet cleaner I bought because
Hmm.
my helmet got really dusty after what I did in Ladakh to it.
Hmm.
So I understood that, and then but this 820 rupees, it was like out of the blue. And I asked the dealership, why did you charge me for this? Because I know this. I asked them multiple times, but they didn't have an answer. Now you can imagine, like you and I, we are a part of Crobstacle, and we are sitting in a front of me, and you are asking me, oh, are we a part of Crobstacle? It was
Hmm.
like that to me.
Hmm.
Dealership was telling me,
Hmm.
we don't know about this right now, so we have to charge you for this. So I said, okay, no worries, you just give me the bill of this,
Hmm.
and then rest I will take care of it. I asked them multiple times,
Hmm.
they didn't have an answer. Now, as soon as I came to home, 1 or 2 days down the line, I sent an email to Right India. Right India sent a notice to the dealership first, in the first time after like 5 to 7 days of my email.
And this is for
But
this hardly.
yes, but
Okay.
still the dealership didn't respond to
Hmm.
me,
Hmm.
the customer who got cheated.
Hmm.
Then again, after 15 days of not getting a reply,
Let's
I
give
really
them
got
benefit
frustrated.
of doubt. Probably they didn't know
Yes,
about
exactly.
it.
Giving them a benefit
Yeah.
benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
But now 15 days has passed, and now my colleagues are going getting their bikes serviced, and
Hmm.
they are getting that part for free.
Hmm.
So that, you know, I got really, you know how impatient I get. So
Hmm.
I just went away. I write a stinker kind of a email to the writing the team, and
Hmm.
then the next day itself, I got a call from the dealership.
Hmm.
They called me. They asked me what
Hmm.
happened. Why did you email? I just simply said that you had so much of time. I gave you so much of time, but I still didn't have the call. No worries. That call ended that day. Then when I went to the dealership for the recovery, Of course, between that, a lot of things happened. Service manager called, blah blah blah. Brother, you are our brother,
Mm.
brotherhood, and all those
Mm.
things.
Mm.
When I went to the dealership, so the service, uh, the guy below the manager told me, "Sir, I told you this earlier." I said, "Where it is written? If you have told me that the warranty will be claimed." I said, "You didn't told me. It is not mentioned anywhere in written. Your bill clearly states that I had to pay, and I
Mm.
paid. This is my card number. Your bill shows it."
Mm.
"Oh, sir, no, you are a friend," and all of those things. But I
Mm.
told them clearly that
You
this
didn't
could have
treat
been
me like
resolved.
a friend. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
And when I got into the depth, the dealership before me going there 7 days before were clearly notified you had to replace this part for free for everyone. And if you have charged anyone, you have to call them. But even after 7 days, not even a single call was made. So that is the thing. And then again, when they saw me, they replaced the part for free. Everything was done for free. I like a different part
Mm.
that in Ladakh I broke, so they replaced it for free. My bike was given to me,
Mm.
though they got a bit better. But then I have to give kudos to the Ride India team, how proactive they were in terms of, if I talk about one of our colleagues in our office have a KTM,
Mm.
their service is not really good. KTM service, he has been on their asses since last 1 or 2 months because
Mm.
his meter got blurry in
Mm.
rains. How can water enter into a bike's meter? Like, you
Mm.
tell me, you have been
Cannot.
riding bikes
Happens
since
on bullet,
last 10 years.
but not on KTM. It shouldn't
Happens in
happen.
bullet, but how can in a digital meter,
Yeah.
which is specifically made for this purpose,
Right.
the
No,
water
no, no.
entered into the
Not
meter and the meter
acceptable.
was blown away.
Right.
13,000 rupees for
My
that
God.
meter, and it,
Mm.
it, it stopped working just because of the water entered.
Mm.
So you can imagine the service. But here in Harley Davidson, Ride India is there. You
Mm.
can email to Ride India, they will get into this because they know Harley Davidson guys, they are outlaws. They think
Mm.
we can do anything and everything and run away.
Mm.
So that's the thing that is happening in, and that's what the role play. That is the role that is played by Ride India. They are the club's president,
Mm.
and if something goes wrong, you can reach out to them, and they will help you out to their best of the capabilities.
Right. So the entire
So
customer care is being handled by Right India as well.
yes. So
Nice.
tomorrow, Ashwin, when you get an iron, if you
Mm.
face any issues, I will give you the email. Write India at harleydavidson.com. You can email them, and your dealership will be running behind you. Sir, please
Right.
get this corrected.
Amazing.
So that is the kind of service that Harley gives, and I think that is their major distinction that they want with this bike. Because in India, if you see Royal Enfield service centers, they are filled with people. You have to
Mm.
get it serviced outside of the mechanic, like outside of the dealership. But with Harley Davidson, you have to go to the dealership, considering the brand, considering the parts.
Mm.
Still, though it is made in India, the engine oil, it comes from the outside of India. So you have to
Right.
consider all of those factors. So, but yes, Ride India is here to help you. If something goes wrong, you email them and they have a very quick response, I will say. It's just that it was the first case for me, and that is why we are doing this podcast, to tell our audience that this happens. If this
Mm.
happens to you, how you can get it corrected. Because Ride India is no joke. Trust me. I have seen the event that they did, the first event of the Destination X.
Mm.
I told you there is a separate podcast for it. You guys can watch it out. We will put it here in the. We will put the link in the description, and even the second Destination X. So I have had multiple instances where Ride India was there,
Mhm.
and trust me, they have done a really good job. Even I think on my hog card or something, yeah, today I can show the hog card as well. I brought it to show it,
Mm.
so you guys can see how a membership card looks like.
Mm.
So generally, it looks like a debit card.
Mm.
So this is how a hog card looks like.
Mhm.
You're able to see it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So this is a hog card. It looks like your debit card. So again, the email ID mentioned below this, you can see it is of Ride India. It is clearly mentioned. If something goes wrong with Hog, you can always contact Ride India.
Nice. So is there a parallel entity in US also or other countries also like Right India?
I think so. There must be some entity because managing such outlaws who ride Harley Davidson so crazily, it is
Mm.
not easy to. Dealership cannot take every decision, bank cannot take every decision. So you
Mhm.
need an entity who takes care directly of
There
this.
should be a governing body.
There
Yeah.
should be an entity because you need a president there. you
Mhm.
know who who can tell everyone, yeah, I am the boss here. You need to talk to me.
Nice.
because if that is the only reason, Ashwin, hog 41 this year's Harley owners group turns 41. The only reason I think is because they have built the system very well.
Hmm.
The system is very well. So if I tell you about my case, in my case, like and the brand team knows how much politics I have gone through. And yesterday only I was talking to the people of different chapters. This is not just with me. I'm not saying that this is just with me. This is happening across India. Politics, it happens everywhere. It happens even in a corporate culture, corporate company. Like you have been there, you know it well. You know it far better than me. I have been
Hmm.
running my own business. We have been running our own business. That is a different story.
Hmm.
But if you see, it happens everywhere. So,
Correct.
and considering it is a biking club, it will
Hmm.
happen anywhere. Anyways, it
Hmm.
will happen no matter how much you control.
Hmm. Hmm.
Politics is something that these guys need to do it. That is what again it makes it a biking club. But it should happen in limits. So that's what I think Ride India takes care of. Because Chandigarh chapter guys also told me that big boys are telling that our bikes are small, our ride needs to happen separately, our events need to happen separately.
Hmm.
Then the boys had to fight. So again, brand management team clearly tells anything happens like this,
Hmm.
email to Ride India, and these boys either they will be out of the group or they will be corrected.
Hmm.
Simple. Their rule is simple.
Hmm.
You either be the part of the cult, you play it right as per this, which
Hmm.
clearly mentions if you have a Harley Davidson bike, you can be a part of the cult. Else, if you want to go, you can simply go.
Hmm.
This charter says it all. If like in the hog, when you sign up for a hog membership, they clearly ask you to read this. If you don't follow this, like this is the
So there
Bible
has
of
to
the
be
club.
someone to enforce the entire culture and
Yes, yes, yes.
the
If you
code
if
of
you if you don't follow this, you are
the
out of the
code.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the code of the club that
Hmm.
everyone has to read.
Right.
So that is it, and that's why they appoint the club officers as well. So now after all of this, I realize how important role I play.
Hmm.
Even Ashwin, I was telling you that now Harley Davidson India is looking for activity officers, and I am not applying for it,
Hmm.
considering the amount of politics that is happening. But today, when I had the discussion with the brand team, they clearly told me, brother,
Hmm.
you need to understand, dealership is like that. Everywhere dealership is like that. We are
Hmm.
here from the brand team. Right India is here from the brand team. You need to just think how you can benefit the brand. If you are passionate, just apply for it.
Hmm.
He immediately sent me the link. I applied for it.
Hmm.
That is why this charter is with me, because he asked me to read it thrice,
Hmm.
and I know what my roles and responsibilities are. I need not to go out of that.
Hmm.
If the dealerships ask me, I can clearly complain, and that's why the hub card was with me.
Correct. And you're Chuba facing as a hog member.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of things, a lot of politics. But again, it is a biking club.
No, I mean we are here to discuss all the pros and cons of being here. I
Yes,
mean,
pros are like you get to
hmm.
connect with similar kind of people, people who
Hmm.
want to ride, people who are passionate
And
about
cons are
Harleys.
there are bad people everywhere.
Yeah, there are bad people everywhere. Even if you see,
Hmm.
in our industry, there are bad people everywhere.
Like every organization, there'll be one rotten egg. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh,
Hmm.
Now let's talk about the pros.
Hmm.
You get to be a part of the club that is one of the biggest clubs across the world.
Hmm.
If you get into this hub membership, you can reach out to people across world. Like
Hmm.
I've been connected with so many people. There is one guy from Canada who has been in touch with me. He does rides there. He wants to come to India and ride Ladakh. So we have been talking since so long. So you can get to connect with these kind of people. And generally, I will say, like when you and I were doing sales earlier,
Hmm.
though the conversion is not that high, but I am getting to meet a lot of people, and you never know when these people someday have bigger bikes and they give you business, because
Hmm.
that is the mindset for us since day one. We be in touch with the people who we connect with, so there is a lot of exposure from the community that I get.
Correct.
Like I am connected from many people from USA, many people from Thailand, many people from India and across India. Some people are doing really well. Recently, I connected with one guy. He is proposing Jharkhand government. Like you are from Jharkhand, Ashwin.
Hmm.
He is proposing Jharkhand government for some travel and tourism project. So I
Hmm.
told him about you,
Hmm.
and he is going to connect with us next week. So that
Awesome.
kind of people I am meeting from this committee, and you can just imagine. We just started a discussion about, brother, how much have you ride this bike?
Hmm.
What is your love for it? Like
Hmm.
that's how the conversation starts. Most of them. Even today, there was this one person who I was talking about. So he reached out to me through the group. So
Hmm.
I mentioned something. Someone was telling something negative about the product. So I just corrected him. And then he reached out to me and he started talking to me, and then we are in touch now. He is
Nice.
doing his own business. I am doing. We
And
are
that's
doing
what a
our own
community
business.
is about. It's about connecting and
Exactly.
engaging. Yeah.
So that is the thing
Hmm.
that this community offers across world.
Great.
It makes things very easy.
That educates me. I was not aware of Ride India, and it is new for me, and I got educated today. So,
Exactly,
um,
nobody is aware. Even I
hmm,
got aware because of the first Destination X.
hmm,
I am really blessed and grateful that I got that chance, because that is the thing that taught me a lot about this brand and how the internal things function.
hmm,
Because else I was limited to the dealership level, and 90% of the customers, they are just exposed to the dealership level. They know that the highest level of authority is at the dealership,
hmm,
but they don't know that above dealership there is Ride India, and above Ride India there is the brand.
hmm,
Because a dealership is, again, so Ashwin, tomorrow let's say you have 15 crores and you want to open a Harley dealership in Bangalore, so you can open your own dealership. You
hmm,
can pay to the brand, you can ask them, they will open a new chapter for you. That is
hmm.
a deal. That is what a dealership is about.
Right.
But again, the brand is the different. Brand is different.
Hmm.
Brand is different. Ride India is different. Dealership has to make their expenses. Dealership has to run. As simple as that. And a
Correct.
dealership sponsors the chapter.
Correct.
So that is the thing that is happening here.
Great. So,
Yeah.
we learned a lot today. I hope our viewers also enjoyed
Yeah,
this
I think
episode. I think
I
a lot
will.
of them are gonna engage on this because I think this was one of the unique podcasts that we did
Yeah,
amongst.
and specifically considering
Uh,
about the hog commentary, there has been an
this
not a lot of
is
clarity on this.
uh,
And I will give you one more insight. If you get this badge,
mm,
you get lot of exclusive response. So like Ashwin, you and I, we went to Hard Rock Cafe.
mm,
If you have this badge with you
mm,
and that card that I showed, you get 15% discount. So there are a lot of benefits that the brand offer, but the dealership does not communicate to you. If you go for a GoPro and you are a hog member, you straight away get 10% discount on the product.
okay.
So there are a lot of benefits like
Well,
this.
I
There
think
are,
dealership is just and it's a separate. It's a shop, and it's owned by
yes,
someone who's not connected, or
got
maybe
it.
or not, or maybe
Uh,
connected with.
I would really love to say that word that you say, that the GMs of the hotel, or
I'll lose
what
my job. What if my GM watches this?
well, all the best to your GM.
He's
No, we
different.
really. Oh, he's bit
Yeah.
different. No worries, you have 750 brothers with you because I run that unofficial group as well. Yeah, so for our audience as well who have watched this episode till here, I will tell them that recently I got in touch with the Brand India team and I told them about the community that I have been running for the last 7 8 months, and it has come into the gray area from the unofficial area. Now it is not of all official, but not all unofficial. It is somewhere governed by the Brand India team. So we are running a community here of 750 members. If you are an X440 lover, me and Ashwin, we both are a part of it. You can follow our page. It is from HDX440 Owners Club, or on WhatsApp. You can find our community. You can join. We have a proper structure there, and it we are running it like a biking club. Like Ashwin made me watch Sons of Anarchy, and now I am in talks with that guy who started this group. I have been consulting him and telling him, like, brother, we need to make it like that. There should be one state group. There should be a proper system. If anyone misses, we have to remove them properly. So we are doing it like a proper biking club, and I'm really enjoying that journey because that's where we are in the gray area. Like, the brand is telling us some things to do, but not all. So we are. I am feeling like we are in the living the Sons of Anarchy life, because brand is with us, but not with us, and we can do a lot of things on our own. Like yesterday, only a guy, he was messing about the bike. We just kicked his up. So we are running that kind of club here as well. So if you want to become an outlaw, or you want to, run your X440 like that, we are here for you as well. So you can reach out. Or if you want to go officially, I have already given you the full case study of how a dealership runs. You can go with that as well. both things works.
Anmol has
So
already made me unofficially a HOG member without owning a bike, owning a
yeah,
Harley Davidson bike. But
yeah, yeah. That's
um,
what brothers are here for, you
hmm.
know.
So yeah, so he's just manifesting it for me, and I'll soon have one.
Yeah, and that's where I made Ashwin a part of it,
Hmm.
and like better feedback Ashwin can give in because he is the part of that community. Of
Hmm.
course, I am an Harley enthusiast, so you will hear a lot of positive things from me.
Oh yes, 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 yes. No, I mean we'll talk about that later. That will make another podcast.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
will make another. Perfect. I think we have covered a lot.
Yes. On that note,
Awesome. Thank you, viewers, for watching in. Do subscribe our YouTube channel. If you want to see more X440 episodes, please comment down, and we will be right back
don't
with another
forget to
episode.
like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you so much for watching in. Right.
Bye.